Hello. Welcome back to another session of mental and spiritual coaching. And before we begin our session, kindly go to my YouTube channel, search Canova-G, subscribe my channel, go to my TikTok channel, search Canova-G, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, Canova224, and go to my Facebook page, Canova-G, and follow my page. So let me start. Today we are going to discuss about the virtues of being a Christian. We are going to discuss about the virtues of being a Christian. What are the virtues of being a Christian? Kindly, let's go back to the Bible. Let's see how people related with each other. How the apostles, the prophets related with each other. When you first, I always like using an example of David. And this is according to the leadership. So let's start with the leadership part first. When David was anointed and King Saul got aware of it, King Saul attempted to kill King David severally, and God gave King David 3 attempts to kill King Saul, but instead David did not kill King Saul. Reason being, he cannot touch the anointed one. He dare not touch the anointed one. This is that respect he had for the one who was anointed by God. He had respect for that. He respected the authority, the power above him. When you come back to the current era, I've been so much despised by how the youths provoke the current leaders, especially the church leaders. Remember, those church leaders have been appointed by God, not human being. It is God who decided that they should be serving us. But since we feel like we are so much advanced in terms of logics and reality, and we feel like we know so much that they do not know, and we tend to bring conflict with them. And I tend to ask myself, is it wrong to be wrong? No, it's not wrong to be wrong. But have you ever asked yourself this question? When you are right and everybody is wrong, who is mad? You are the one who is mad. Because you cannot be right and everybody is wrong. You are the one who is mad. You need to accept that not everything will be accordance to your will. Not everything will be as you expect them to be in your own way. You need to live with that. Let me go to the way Jesus Christ lived with others. Jesus Christ showed compassion. Jesus Christ showed kindness. Jesus Christ showed love. I've never seen anywhere in the Bible mentioning that Jesus Christ undermined those who are sinners and those who are righteous. No. Jesus Christ associated with everybody. He brought everybody together, ate with them, talked to them. And that kind of character, that kind of nature, it brought about something called unity. And that unity gave birth to something called love. And love brought peace. In current situation, we are in an era whereby the living are not appreciated, but the dead are appreciated. When you are in a critical situation, when you are in the lowest part of your life, the people who will support you are actually maybe your family members and God. But your friends, they will be busy. All of them, they will be busy. They will be occupied. And when you come back to the family, your cousins, they will be busy. They will be occupied. But You'll be asking yourself, what is the need of being with friends or associating with people whereby they will not be there to bail you out from that lowest point of your life? But when you are dead, your spirit will be wondering, wow, I have friends. They will contribute money. But at all, they will contribute a lot of money. They will praise you. They will say, oh, Canova, you are the best person in the world. Canova, you made us happy. You made us smile. All sort of stuff. But when you are alive, they will never appreciate you. They never acknowledge the living. It's so funny when, let's say, right now, currently, I'm severely sick and I need assistance. And the church cannot help me because I've not been contributing to church programs, maybe in terms of financial support. And in my own way, the reason why I've not been contributing is because maybe, let's say, I have no job, I can barely feed myself, can barely have the 3 days meal. And then when I'm in a critical situation, it is the book, something called a paper and a pen which will decide my fate. And then there's this big question I ask myself. What is the difference between help and contract? A contract is a deal, an agreement, that if you do this, I will do this. If you give me 2 potatoes, I will give you 2 mangoes. So in church, that contract has been implied that if you support the church, is when the church will help you. But if you do not support the church in terms of financial, we are discussing about financial terms, it is when you'll be supported. That is not help. That is a contract. That is a deal. That is an agreement, a signed agreement, because you are registered to do that. I'm not going against the order of the church or the order of the church committee, but I find it so unfortunate how the life of a living being, especially a fellow human being, is decided by a piece of paper and a pen. And then you call that being a Christian. How is that being a Christian? How is that being a Christian? It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate whereby you have 100 shillings, you are planning to buy an airtime, and you meet a children on the streets, you just pass them and they just asked you for 10 shillings. They ask you for 10 bob for them to have something to eat. Instead, you go and buy airtime. And then on Sunday, you're going to pray and pray and pray as hard, as much as possible for God to help you. Then you are calling yourself a Christian. That is not being a Christian. It's so unfortunate that you meet an elderly person who needs assistance maybe to cross the road, but you are so in a hurry to go to work. That is being selfish. And selfishness is not a virtue of being a Christian. Life sometimes is weird. You do that, and then you go to God and you say, God, please open my ways, please, God. Instead of asking God, God, please show me your will. And the will of God is like this. We should live well with others, with kindness, love, and patience with each other. We should understand each other's emotions and feelings.